Hii studio imewaka na hiyo mashamba tang now. Nonetheless, let's just go back to what
to us.
Let's go back to what you understand. Anyway, time for our last conversation this Thursday morning on Matters Entertainment, and we now want to shift our focus to film. Yes, the film industry is what we want to have a conversation around, and Emily Achieng is my guest. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very, very fine.
Is your mind still intact?
Yeah.
You can have this conversation.
Of course, yes. I'm an artist, but I'm trying to shembe toto. All right, we wish you all the best with your new linguistic language.
Omesema sio lazima, and it's nothing to do with age, so just relax.
Anyway, tumesha accept. Yes.
All right, so let's now come back to film.
Yes.
And talk about the film industry. And before we get to all, just try to understand where we are, what you're doing.
Yes.
Let's start with Tipo. Premiered last week?
No.
It hasn't?
Tomorrow day.
So we are still on track?
I'm telling you, it's gonna be hotter.
Just a day 2.
Just a day 2 hours. Actually, it's hours.
Oh, yeah, it is. Not like a full day, just some few hours to the premiere.
Yes.
And we love films. I mean, if you're someone who loves films, then you understand what we're talking about.
Nakwambia. First, you have to pronounce my name right. Emily Elizabeth Achieng.
And you are to highlights. What is that? What is that all about?
I felt like you didn't pronounce Achieng right.
How am I supposed to do it?
Emily Elizabeth Achieng. Yes.
Achieng.
Hapo ndio kuna sukari hapo kwa Achieng. Yes.
This is actually a Luo film, by the way.
Of course.
Tell us more.
Tipo is a film done in Luo, but it's not a Luo story. It's all of our story, because everyone can connect to Tipo. Despite your ethnic background, this is something that it's not even, we cannot even say that Tipo is a Kenyan story. No. It's something that is now happening in the world. Yes. You know, we are a generation of beautiful smiles with depression.
Yeah.
So Tipo is
lots going on.
Exactly, but we are very, very lively.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just living through it, surviving.
Yeah, but now, again, we need to find solutions. This thing didn't start with us. We need to stop being happy people on pictures and sad in real life. Let's try and make it the other way around. Let's make ourselves happy, and even have sad pictures, it's fine. Yes.
And no judge. No, I mean, you don't need to be judgy.
I mean, so someone who wants to judge you will judge whether you give them something to judge or not.
Okay.
Yes, so just be you, do you, whatever makes you happy, whatever you can't. I'm one person that if I stretch like this and I can't do it, sweetheart, my hands will be back because I can't do it at the moment.
Yeah, more like me, as in what's beyond your control. I mean,
exactly.
Even if you go to heaven and come back, it's beyond your control.
Exactly. So
there's nothing you can do about it.
No, I can't do it. Relax. I'll try next time. So this
film is all about basically what, as a society, we are going through.
We are going through.
So just highlighting it in the Luo dialect. Exactly.
But because it's done in Luo and we have English subtitles, so everyone is invited to come watch Tipo. Because majority of us right now, everyone has knowledge. Your knowledge capacity is not as mine.
Yeah.
And this is the competition we are having in life, not knowing that we are able differently. There's something you can do, I cannot do. There's something I can do, of course, that you can't do. And these are the things that makes life worth it.
And interesting.
Exactly. But now we are not accepting that there's something you can do and I cannot. It's like we are in a competition, not knowing that the healthy competition is against yourself.
Makes a lot of sense, Emily.
Exactly.
Now, yes, it will have subtitles, but one may just want to understand why choose the dialect. I mean, yes, tunaona pia kuna some films done in Kikuyu, in Meru. Because there's one I watched at KNT in Meru. Bako unakaa sasa anasema ni like una feel tu inakubamba.
Unaenda na flow. That's the beauty of art.
I mean, is it a space that Kenyan producers, if I should say, or the film industry is sort of taking a direction towards doing films in our different dialects? And what could be the reason for that?
You know, the first thing is you start charity at home.
Okay.
And we would lie if we say we are not going to do this in our own languages. Why? Every country is doing that. Even the countries that are, let's talk even of Nigeria.
South Africa is so big on that, by the way.
Nigeria the same, Ghana the same, and right now even Uganda, our neighbors, the same. So at the end of it, why are we conceiving what we can't. And at the end of the day, me, I believe as an artist, we are killing the tribalism. We are not killing our ethnic backgrounds. And at the end of the day, who are our targets? We want to communicate to our parents back at home, to our siblings back at home, and we want to communicate to you. That is why we are doing it in our dialect, but still having subtitles for you. So it means we are one at the end of the day. The diverse are what makes our country beautiful. At the end of it all, let's celebrate who we are. Yes, and these are our stories that touch us from where we come from our growing up. So this is where we need to start. Why should I watch Nigeria, Yoruba language that I don't understand, yet I can connect to Kikuyu where I'll get to.
You can pick a
I can connect, you know. So for me, I'm one person that watches everything local. Whether I understand it or not, as long as I get the storyline, twende tukiendaga. And
actually, by the I have noticed that. I mean, it's like when you look at this series, it's Kina. It's done in the, actually, it's an adapted TV series, script, which is from South Africa, The River.
Exactly.
And you realize good number of people that love film, they've watched The River with that South African.
Yes.
Nambaka wamelewa story. Now when they're watching Kina, they're just like, oh, now in a relate.
And then they're like, sasa hii ni yetu. This one is now ours.
Yeah.
So that ownership, you know, because let me tell you, this is one industry that is always underrated. Film and entertainment industry is overrated, is underrated in our country. And that is why when we want to do something, you hear them bringing an artist from somewhere else and you're like, wait, why did you do that?
If at Kid Fest, when you have Kid Fest, you unaonanga tu artists from different parts of the even African continent. Then Kenya wako sasa huku mwisho. Why do you do that? Why?
Yes.
Why?
And you're like, this is one industry that creates employment. Even right now, without the support that we need, it has created employment. How? We have actors doing set books. Are they not employed? They get something at the end of the day. We have screen actors. And then we have set books. We have everyone in this industry. We have, and at the end of the day, this is one industry that ikikuwa managed vizuri from the government level coming down to our CMOs. This is one serious industry that can create jobs. You get what I'm saying? Like when Mr. President during COVID-19 said he's giving the industry 100 million, we were looking at least someone sees what we can do. And from there, that's when now all the content creators came out. Right now, everyone is trying to create a content. Everyone is trying to move out of the comfort zone. What we need is support. Come watch Tipo. Come criticize my characters, Pamela. Tell me, I loved the way you did this. I didn't like the way you did this. And I'll be like, my next project, I want to make it even better because I know you have my back. But when mnashinda hapo, people are saying, oh, wasanii wakiwa juu, oh, wasanii. Let me tell you, it is hard in all sectors. And even ours is not easy. Actually, ours is worse because when you see us there, you expect us to have millions that we don't have. Exactly. We are telling your stories. We are telling our stories. I support mtu wa mjengo. Pia ya kuja ni support. Pia mi ni support engineer, ni support technician. Tuko sote Kenya. I mean, the fight is against poverty. It's not against exactly.
Or an industry or wasanii. Let's stick there a bit on criticism. And I just want to get your broader perspective on this. Tunasemanga criticism is good and we need to be able to decipher between positive criticism and when someone is just choosing to criticize. And when you look at good number of this criticism or when someone criticizes, inakwanga always comparison.
True.
And I'm not so sure if that's a good form of criticism. Like they would say, unajua, South Africans do this or Nigerians do this, and then Kenyans, they'll say something like, your script or your creativity is not as to par, and that's why we don't watch this. Take a case in point. It got a point even in the Kenyan media between 10 and 12. Ungeenda kwa all stations. Nigerian content.
But let me
tulikuwa happy to create our own content.
We have been here. And let me tell you this one, hata sita mix words zangu. Kenyan actors are the best. Even in the world, we are the best because we are real. Unasikia? Ukiniambia ati you want to compare, let's say right now, ati unataka kuniambia Tokodi na Mike Ike wa Nigeria. I'll choose Tokodi every time. Why? We are authentic. You can imagine we are doing this much without much support. Sahi imefika to an extent unaangalia adverts unashindoa. What are they talking about? They go get someone else, they'll give millions. They want a Kenyan actor to do an advert, they're talking of 70,000. How? Are you even motivating us?
And sometimes for free.
No, not for free, unalipwa na asante. And then they expect you to live the same. Ndio hizo, sema ni unalipwa na Yesu. And then they expect you to still be this. Exactly. Then another thing, you want an actor on set. You want to pay them peanuts. It means they'll go for even 4-5 gigs for them to meet their ends meet. Inamaanisha huyu actor hata deliver, ataangalia nalipwa wapi poa. Hii ndio sababu the actor atakupatia what we call handy on set. You want to pay them 5,000 per episode. What is that? And you want them there full time. And then you don't want them to be depressed. You still want them to deliver. It's like acting on Tipo. If you are mentally unstable, you will not deliver. Because Tipo is one script that was getting you out of the box. Tipo is one, you know, most of the time people say, let me have my lines. For Tipo, you are like, let me work on my actions. Because Tipo is emotional, draining than verbally. Yeah, so it means it goes back to your emotions, to your mental stability before you can deliver for Tipo. And that is why I just say, let's treat our actors as stars that we want them to be.
And I think that's largely what art is all about. It's emotions. I mean,
exactly.
Lines, anyone can read lines.
Yeah, that's why we love it when they come in and say, me, I am written there, nipatie hizo lines, I can deliver. Then you say, lines, shika lines.
Alafu napea mtu lines.
There's a time someone said, me, I would love to eat on set. I was like, you'd love to eat on set? Personal experience, I would never want to eat on set. I even avoid it. The person alikula mpaka jioni. Kwanza director kapo, you did not, your wide was not like that. So you're like, how did I eat in my wide? Can I say it? You look at it, then unakaa ukijiambia, usanii ni kazi.
Yeah, so this thing is just beyond reading.
No. It's beyond reading. It's beyond being beautiful. It takes more. And
I think that's the point where we all miss.
Yes.
When it comes even to just art. And
yes.
I keep saying all the time that art cuts across. Even journalism is actually art.
Of course.
And people always think just looking nice on TV and looking and smiling. This thing is beyond that, yeah?
Totally. You will know that it goes beyond the looks. It goes beyond just smiling.
Yeah.
It's communication. And sometimes you're even communicating to a deaf and dumb person. And you want them to read your face. Yeah? It's like you doing news about maybe an attack. You want to be smiling. You of course, you'll want to, as a human being, you'll feel the scene, and this is what you're talking about. That's art. I want to be happy and look lively. It is art.
Yeah.
I want to look natural. It is art. You don't come to art and start dictating what role you want. That is why we have versatile actors and actors because hatuna kazi ingine ya kufanya.
Yeah, there's a difference in that.
A big one.
Okay. Now, as we wind down, you know, Emily, let's talk about the character.
Yes.
The role, Pamela.
Yes.
What was it for you getting into this role? Of course, when you Mjaluo, so clearly that you could learn the language, you had it.
No.
But just being in that character, being in that space, what was it like for you? Rehearsing all through this time?
First thing when I saw the script, I was like, this one is going to be easy.
Yeah.
Then I started reading the script, then I'm seeing some gaps, and I'm like, and then my director looks at me in the face and says, now where there are no words, there are still words. And you know silence is loud.
Yeah.
So you're there looking.
It's communication.
I'm telling you. So I'm looking at the script and I'm like, then I said, I'm taking the challenge because this is a new role to me. And for me, connecting with it and my son, who's so indisciplined in the house, who's a drunkard, and my husband, you know, that I am trying to be wife material, 17 meters here, trying to be. So Pamela got me out of Emily completely. And now I had to wear Pamela and try to analyze Pamela. So I got to understand the role. Though I will not tell you it was easy, it wasn't. But when now I got to Pamela, I got to understand that woman.
Yeah.
And at least it gave me an upper hand of being comfortable with the woman and tell her story. Yes. And I believe the audience are going to love Tipo.
So tomorrow they need to come and watch this.
You don't have a choice. I mean, being Kenyan is added advantage in being an African. We are just, Wakenya tuko tu na tabia zetu tu. Just come, watch Tipo, at the Nairobi Cinema. We are pocket friendly. Considering, yani, it's just 1,500, and right now we have an offer of 1,000 for a ticket from 6 in the evening to 11. Dress code, whatever you feel comfortable in, that's it. Come ready to enjoy. 11. We are Kenyans. In Kenya, life begins after 10. That means after lockdown, eh? So life begins after 10.
So in the film, yeah, what, 5 hours?
It's about 2.5 hours. Yes, but
is it in two? Is it done in 2 phases, like 6 to something, or?
No. First, we're going to have like photo shoots. We're going to mingle.
So this is white.
Yes. Right. You are an upcoming actor. Come meet the producers. You are a musician. Come, let's work together. And again, you never know. We say, every day is a stepping stone. Tomorrow might be your stepping stone as an actor, and also as because I also do voiceover, and I am also a motivational speaker. So we have a lot to talk about. At the end of the day, come with an open mind. Yes.
Good place to end this conversation. Come with an open mind. Kuwa Nairobi Cinema kesho. From 6, yes. What's jali itasha ngapi? Just from 6 p.m?
Mpaka hata hiyo siku ingine.
Hata mpaka Monday?
Yeah, I mean, wewe ni Mkenya. I was waiting.
All right.
Yes.
Good place to end this conversation. I've been speaking to Emily Achieng. And we'll be talking about the scope of Kenyan theatre and film industry, of course, as they gear up towards their film Tipo, which will be premiering tomorrow at the Nairobi Cinema. So make your way there. Get a feel of, Kenyan film. Good place to end this conversation, and ultimately, good morning, Kenya, this Thursday morning from me and on behalf of the entire team that made this show a success. We say thank you so much for watching. We'll do this again next week. Have a beautiful weekend.